In the Korean entertainment industry, actors definitely don't shy away from dating someone way outside their age range, and here are some of the most controversial cases. We're starting off this list with Seo Ji-sub, who's known to be in a relationship with a massive age gap. In 2020, he married former television presenter Jo Eun-jung, who happens to be 17 years younger than him. The two first met in March of 2018 when Eun-jung interviewed Ji-sub for his film Be With You. It must have been love at first sight because their relationship got announced only a year later. It's said that after the interview, the two met again through an acquaintance and were mutually interested in each other. A year later, Ji-sub announced his marriage to his fans by posting a letter on Instagram. He acknowledged that it was sudden, but asked for support regardless. His agency then further clarified that nothing was forced and that the both of them were fully willing to get married. Despite the natural process of their relationship, some people can't look past the 17-year difference. Another actor that seems to be into younger women is Ma Dong-seok, who has been publicly dating health trainer Ye Jong-hwa for 7 years now. Their relationship became public knowledge back in November of 2016, and it was quite the controversy. At the time, Jong-hwa was 28 while Dong-seok was 45, meaning they too have a 17-year age difference. Despite the fact that they were in totally different stages of their lives, they fell in love with each other due to their shared interest in studying English and exercising. Reportedly, this brought them closer to each other, and they've been having great chemistry for years now. In October of last year, the two finally revealed that they tied the knot after years of dating, but due to their busy schedules, an extravagant wedding had to wait. Next up are Lee Eun-sung and Seo Taiji, who have been married for a decade now. Taiji put a ring on Eun-sung's finger back in 2013, but it wasn't without backlash. At the time they got married, Eun-sung was only 25 years old while Taiji was 41. This puts them at an age difference of 16 years. While not a lot of people may agree with that enormous age gap, their love story is still kinda cute. Eun-sung was actually a huge fan of Taiji and managed to successfully marry her biggest idol. She first met him in 2008 when she was on the set where he filmed his music video Bermuda Triangle. Gushing over the experience, she said, "I loved his music since a long time ago, but I'd never thought I would meet him in person." They then met again as if it was fated, and well, the rest is history. This wasn't the first time Taiji was interested in someone much younger than him though. Remember the time he and Lee Ji-ah were a thing? The most problematic part of their relationship was the fact that they got together when Ji-ah was only 15 years old. Taiji, on the other hand, was 21 and waited until Ji-ah was of age to marry her. The two tied the knot when she was 19, but their relationship was quite rocky. Although Taiji initially retired to settle down with Ji-ah in the US, he moved back to Korea, leaving her behind. In 2006, Ji-ah had had enough and filed for divorce, which took years to be finalized. Lee Byung-hun also knows a thing or two about marrying someone practically half his age. Maybe that's a little dramatic, but he and his wife still have an age gap of 12 years. He married Lee Min-jung in August of 2013, and their relationship is honestly quite the roller coaster. They officially met in 2006 when Byung-hun was already a big star while Min-jung was just getting started. They dated for a very brief amount of time and unfortunately had to part ways. Byung-hun then shared some details on their split and said, "Lee Min-jung was just starting to get some work and I was working all the time. It was really difficult to find time to meet, so we broke up." 5 years after their breakup, they crossed paths again and decided to date again, but this time for real. They had their wedding a year later and have been going strong for a decade now. Next up are Park Soo-jin and Bae Young-joon, the chairman of Key East Entertainment. The two began dating in February of 2015 and got married to each other only 4 months later. They have a whopping age gap of 13 years, but that didn't stop them from living a quiet life together. At the time they got married, Soo-jin was a rookie actress. It's said that after her marriage to Young-joon, things only started looking up for her. She became more and more well-known and experienced wealth unlike ever before. Eventually, she had to put a halt to acting in order to take care of her family. The two moved to Hawaii and live a happy life there with their 2 children. Someone who might really shock you with her dating choices is Ham So-won. Back in 2018, she tied the knot with Jin-hwa, who was 18 years her junior. You often hear cases where actors decide to marry younger girls, but So-won really turned the tables with this one. The two appeared together on the entertainment program Taste of Wife and caught the attention of everyone watching, which isn't strange considering she looks much older than her husband. Not only was her marriage highly controversial, she admitted to lying during one of her broadcasts. So-won got kicked out of several programs and even shared that she's planning to divorce her husband due to all the malicious comments he's getting. She wrote, "I think getting divorced from my husband so that he can meet a good person similar to him in age is my last courtesy in return for the love my husband has given me. As you can see, these relationships don't always have the best ending." It would be a crime to continue this list list without mentioning the extremely scandalous relationship of Kim Min-hee and director Hong Sang-soo. The two have been under fire for years for their controversial age gap of 22 years. What's even worse is that they fell in love when Sang-soo was married to another woman whom he even had children with. Rumors of their relationship started back in 2016, right after Min-hee had starred in Right Now, Wrong Then, which is one of Sang-soo's films. She continued to star in his movies, and it seems like they developed feelings for each other on set. The public was enraged with their behavior and accused Min-hee of being Sang-soo's mistress in an extramarital affair. Turns out that they were right after all, because in 2017, Sang-soo admitted that he was involved with Min-hee during a press conference for one of his movies. He only forgot one tiny problem. He was literally still married. To solve this, he filed for divorce in 2018, but due to the circumstances of his affair, the court denied his request. This scandalous relationship took quite a toll on Min-hee's career. She practically disappeared from the public for a very long time and only starred in movies Sang-soo directed. Nowadays, she is being spotted more often in public, but it took quite some time to get there. This might be more surprising, but Kevin Oh and Gong Hyo-jin also differ quite a lot in age. Although it might not look like it, they're actually 10 years apart. The two started publicly dating back in April of last year. Before they went public with their relationship, Hyo-jin was already caught up in dating rumors. This happened because she caught a bouquet at Son Ye-jin and Hyunbin's wedding. Tradition has it that the woman to catch the bouquet is the next one in line to get married. The prophecy practically came true because after only 6 months of publicly dating, the couple got married. Their gorgeous wedding overshadowed any criticism that people might have had about their age gap. Jung Ho-yeon stunned all of us with her performance in Squid Game, but fans were rather disappointed to find out who she was dating. Despite having publicly dated Lee Dong-hui for years now, not a lot of people knew because they kept such a low profile. They had to be extremely private for a reason though, because due to their 9-year age gap, a lot of netizens were against their relationship in the beginning. The two started seeing each other in 2015 and went public a year later. Even though they received quite a bit of backlash, it didn't faze them at all. Now that they've been together for years, the public is wondering when they'll get married. They have been spotted wearing the same ring on multiple occasions, but they haven't spoken up about marriage plans just yet. Last, but definitely not least, is the controversial relationship of Jung Eun-in, who's recently become more popular for his role as Oh Tae-soo in The Good Bad Mother. Although he comes across as a pretty private guy, he's actually been in a public relationship for a very long time. Back in 2006, he married his non-celebrity wife, and as of right now, the two have 3 children together. They've been going strong for nearly 2 decades now, but not everyone agreed with their relationship when they just started going out. This had everything to do with the fact that Eun-in is 12 years older than his wife. Even his in-laws were shocked that he was the one dating their daughter. During an episode of Daddy, Where Are You Going?, Eun-in visits his in-laws and asks them what their first impression of him was. Both of them replied by saying that they thought that it was bizarre that he was going out with their daughter. Eun-in's father-in-law revealed that when they announced their relationship, their daughter was a junior in college. Obviously, Eun-in himself was already in a totally different stage of life. They also didn't expect their daughter to marry a celebrity, but they've probably gotten used to it by now. Which couple is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!